Hello, welcome to Rock Reacts. My name is Simon Miller. This man here is
John Denton.
Right, this is going to be very interesting. We're going to do the Libertines.
Yeah.
You really like the Libertines?
Love Libertines.
I like the Libertines. I don't know if I've heard this track. Probably not, because I've only heard a couple. I didn't like them, so I stopped listening. That's usually what happens with these things. And we just thought, wouldn't it be... Because usually John and I actually kind of come down the same wavelength with most stuff.
Most
but
stuff.
This one will be interesting.
Yeah, it will be interesting. Like, this was a really seminal group for me back in my probably early 20s when they came out. It was the right age, right time for me for this band. I've not gone back and listened to them too much. They had the two albums that were really like important to a lot of people. Broke up, the guy had the drug problems, Pete Doherty and stuff like that. They've since come back and did another album, which is actually surprisingly all right.
Yeah.
But it didn't really capture the sort of essence of and sound at the time as this did. But it's a short song. It's Time for Heroes. I don't know if it's their most famous song, but it's probably the most famous song off the first record. I love the Libertines.
I don't know what it is, but I'll tell you what it is once we get into it.
I don't reckon you're going to like it now.
But I haven't heard them in years. I literally, because I wouldn't. I stay away from them. It's Pete Doherty's band, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll find out.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Did you see the stylish kids in the riot? Shoveled up like rocks at the night on fire. One was bleed, truncheons and shields. You know I cherish you, my love. Mad rush, and in the bush. You know I cherish you, my love. Oh, I cherish you, my love. Tell me what can you want? Now you've got it all. I broke bones, peel bones, no swallowing, no seizing. Chewing me up, it's not right for young lungs to be coughing up blood, and it's all.
That's what it makes me do. That was like disparaging me. It just makes me go, okay.
That's fine.
It doesn't do anything. It's really weird. Like it goes through me.
Yeah.
It's really strange. But I find it fascinating that it hits you so hard and me.
It doesn't in the same way as it used to.
But it never did to me.
Yeah.
I've always felt this way about this type of music. It literally just goes, flies through me. I'm like, okay, it's nice.
Yeah,
enough,
I mean,
but...
this music came out as I was basically becoming an adult.
Exactly.
Like,
No,
you're an
I
adult at
get it.
18, but, finish uni, coming into the work or whatever. And there's something about the kind of dichotomy of Carl, who's the not Pete Doherty guy, who's a bit more together, a bit more like traditionally rebellious, a bit more rock and roll in traditional sense, and the kind of shambling fragility of Pete Doherty.
Don't get me wrong, I even thought that when I looked at him.
Yeah.
I thought it's a weird thing, I'm going to sound like a mentalist, but I looked at him and I thought, I can see that innocence that he has as well.
Yeah,
I don't mean this I don't mean this in a bad way, but he was a sex symbol for a while.
Yeah.
And I can see that. I can understand why women, because there's that innocence, but there's a hard edge to him as well. So I actually kind of got that. You just see it in his face. But the music, I just don't get it. It's just, it's crazy. The music's so weird.
It's fair. And it is sort of much softer sound, and,
maybe that's what it was. When this was coming out, I was into hard shit. And maybe that was just where I was at my life. So it passed me by, and now I can't get back there because
when I first heard them, again, I was coming from new metal basically at that time, and I just this is unlistenable to me. I hated it, and also there was a kind of like, as a metal fan, we didn't like the indie fans. We didn't like the indie
there was
fans,
a bit
because they'd always be in the same nights in the same clubs. It'd be the metal night one night and indie night the other night, and maybe
no one fraternised with the other.
Or maybe you'd go to the indie nights. You wanted to go 2 nights out, like when I was younger, and all the indie kids with dicks, and so then they'd wear their fucking Libertines jackets and be dicks, and I was just like, I hate all of this. But then I actually took some time and listened to it, and it really started to speak to me. So yeah, it doesn't affect me in the way that it used to, but I still really like it. And there's obviously inspired by The Clash and stuff like that. But
and maybe that's the thing as well. All those bands, The Clash, Sex Pistols are in there a little bit. They don't really do anything for me either.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just, which is weird because I know, again, maybe this is Motorhead, which you can hear loads of in that. They do, but again, they go harder. Maybe it's just that when I was listening to all these bands, it was that edge, that hardness that I needed, and I couldn't get that from this. So now it's just a mind sort of map thing.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's fascinating though. Music's fascinating.
It is.
And it's all up the walls. Saw the stale chips are up and the hope stakes are down. There's all these ignorant faces that bring this town down. Just I pass myself down on my knees. Now tell me what can you want? Now you've got it all.
That was that chord change. Nice.
Time to strip it away. A year and a day. Englishman in a baseball cap and we'll die in the class. We're born with lots of class of our own, my love. The clash of our own, my love.
End of any American high school drama ever. Credits.
Probably truncheons and shields. You know I cherish you, my love. And I cherish you, my love.
I don't hate it. It's just not my thing. It's just not. That's how the brain works. Human brain's a fucking weird thing. So, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, as the song played out, I remembered how much I love it, and and not so much it means to me, but just it really reminds me of a time in my life, which is always something that music can do for people.
It's important.
And also, just there's definitely a poetry to the lyrics, and it's like when you listen to a song that you know as opposed to a song you don't know. I'm hearing the lyrics, whereas you're probably not. They're kind of difficult to understand, but I know what they all are.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a kind of artistry and poetry to their strange words, and there's this kind of mix between laddish, shambling drunkenness. A bit of punk, but a kind of weird, like Dickensian thing. That whole
yeah, I've read a lot. Yeah, I've read that before. I think that's fair as well. I'm not saying they're not talented. They are. I'm not saying they didn't capture lightning in a bottle because they did. Just not for me. That's it.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. I deserve that. I now feel better. Everything's okay again. Like, share, subscribe. Also, going to say.
I was going to say, just let us know. It's normally what I say after you say this. Bit.
Okay, yeah. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. All that stuff down there. Come follow us on Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, indie rock, UK rock, indie music, whatever you want to call it. Anything, let us know. Let us know what you want us to react to.
We're open, no genre.
There's no genre. So, hip hop drives us, metal is our call, but...
bring it to us.
Yeah,
open our eyes, open our minds.
Yeah.
Done.
Sweet. All right, catch you on the next one.